Kodak Black just got arrested for drug trafficking in Orlando, apparently after shots were fired.
Damn, that nigga had some shots fired over there. My nigga had bro, you just got out. You know what I'm saying? Trump just got down. That was like what, 5 years ago, almost 6 ago. But damn Yak.
Direct deposit sooner, it handles all of that in one app. You stay more on top of their finances. Back in November of 2025, it was close to 1 a.m. when officers were dispatched after multiple calls reporting gunfire and multiple vehicles parked where the shots originated. Arriving at the scene, officers observed several people gathered around two running vehicles with the headlights on. Approaching a BMW SUV, officers immediately smelled burnt cannabis coming from the vehicle. The driver was asked if he had a medical card, to which he said he did not, and officers also observed what appeared to be an open container protruding from under the passenger seat.
I ain't gonna lie though, fool. Like, I thought weed was legal in goddamn Florida. You know what I'm saying? I know some people over there, they be like, they get that green card and shit like that. I need that medical card and shit just to be safe. You know what I'm saying? They still get the weed from the streets, from the motherfucking dispensary, whatever, man. But damn, fool, hold on.
They were in West Orlando off Mercy Drive, a crime-ridden neighborhood made famous by rappers such as Glock 9. Based on the area, the smell of cannabis, reports of shots fired, and the driver having a suspended license, officers found probable cause to search the vehicle. A bag in the trunk contained 56 grams of cannabis in sealed marked bags, and a metal container containing
How much?
Officers found probable cause to search the vehicle. A bag in the trunk contained 56 grams of cannabis in sealed marked bags, and a metal container containing a pink substance testing positive for ecstasy. While continuing the search, a male identified as Bill Capri, aka Kodak Black, approached officers and observed the search. After clearing the BMW, officers moved to a green Lamborghini Urus, finding James Tweedy sleeping in the back seat. Next to him laid a leather bag. Officers opened the front passenger door and without entering could see a white powdery
substance. Them baggies and shit, man. That chill, fuck. Chill. Keep that shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man.
Substance on a $100 bill on the floorboard. Next to the $100 bill was a pair of pink scissors, the same scissors seen in an Instagram post by Kodak Black 7 days prior to this incident. The two rings on the floorboard also matched the rings worn by Kodak. Officers woke Tweedy up to search the vehicle, and as he exited, he reached down towards his waist and his shirt slightly came up. Officers could see he was armed, and they'd remove a holstered Glock 19 off his waist, an extended magazine from his jacket, and $13,985 in his pockets. Tweedy would state the firearm was his and he had a concealed carry license, but would also state nothing in the vehicle was his. He'd claim he won the money at the casino, but could not provide any receipts. Searching the Lamborghini, they stopped with the leather bag that was laying next to Tweedy, finding over 28 grams of cannabis. Because he was the only occupant and the bag was directly next to him, he'd be charged with felony possession of cannabis over 20 grams and possession of a concealed firearm and the commission of a felony. Another bag on the rear passenger seat contained 27 grams of ecstasy, $37,000, and multiple documents with the name Bill Capri on them. Even Kodak's federal prison ID card would be found in the bag, along with a bottle of promethazine. That same bag would be seen on Kodak Black's...
Nigga got his federal card and shit. That why he driving around with that shit anyway? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you feel me? He did hella time. You feel me? So it's like shit. He probably still. He's still in them ways, bro. He never changed his ways ever since he was in that he didn't have pen. But man, what the fuck you walking around with that shit? And you got drugs around you and stuff with a federal card, man. Come on, man. Watch out, man. Come on. We gotta get a little smarter right here, Kodak.
Instagram days prior. They'd also find his gun lighter that he can be seen with on multiple occasions. Everyone on scene was asked if the bag belonged to them, and they all denied ownership. When Kodak was informed of the money in the bag, he attempted multiple times to have the money turned over to him, claiming it belonged to his business, but he would not claim the bag or its contents. Under the rear passenger floorboard, officers found a Glock 23, and again, everyone denied ownership. Now, this took place back in November, and for some reason, it took until April 17th, 2026, for officers to receive an FDLE report identifying the substance found in the pink bag was 25 grams of ecstasy. The legal trafficking weight for this drug is only 14 grams, giving probable cause to charge Kodak Black with trafficking MDMA 14 to 200 grams. This charge carries up to 30 years in state prison, 3 years being mandatory, and a $50,000 fine. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how it is in other states, but Florida does not play when it comes to trafficking. And yes, he can get anywhere up to 30 years if he's convicted of this offense, but 3 of those years are mandatory, meaning he cannot get less than 36 months inside of prison. These are serious charges. A first-degree felony in Florida is the most serious felony you can have aside from a PBL, which would be punishable by life. They have not been playing when it comes to drugs in Florida, especially with things testing positive for fentanyl, because people are dying left and right, and they're even giving out murder charges if you're caught selling that shit and someone dies. Bradford Cohen, Kodak's lawyer, would tell TMZ the arrest was a coordinated surrender in which police searched a vehicle with one passenger who was not Kodak. Cohen said cops found a bag containing several items, including a bottle of prescription cough syrup, which allegedly had Kodak's fingerprint on it. Now, this is a clear-cut example of a lawyer lawyering, saying it was just several items in a bag and one of them just so happened to be a prescription bottle of cough syrup, as if we haven't seen Kodak recording himself sipping lean all over social media. The lawyer also wouldn't mention the 25 grams of ecstasy, Kodak's rings and scissors found next to the $100 bill with ecstasy on it. There's a lot of ways in which this case really looks bad. What's interesting though is Tweety, who was found with a felony amount of weed and a gun on him, just got his case dropped. The very same day, Kodak gets arrested. Suspicious.
Whoa.
And I'll say this, right?
Whoa.
To hear, yeah, these are the
I ain't hear all that,
hear
man.
how all of
damn, fool. I mean, it is suspicious. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna say it's not, gang, but not yet. Y'all gotta protect my nigga yet, fo. Like, it's like y'all don't want no more youngins. Like, no legends, fo. All the youngins. Just thinking about this shit be making me crazy, man. All the legends that we had, man, and then that was supposed to be legends, they all passing in jail for, like, come on, man, like, ain't nobody keeping it real no more, bro. That shit sad, folks.
this played out. Initially in the report, it said Kodak's fingerprint wasn't found on anything inside of that bag. There was a Frisbee, there was the bottle of lean, there was multiple items. His fingerprint wasn't found. But the thing is, they can clearly tell this is his bag. He's seen in pictures and videos possessing this bag and other items in the bag. And they even found items, documents with his name on them, including his federal prison ID. To have a federal prison ID in the same bag as an amount of ecstasy that will send you back to prison is insane. To me, at least. Maybe not to Kodak. But in all seriousness, Kodak's lawyer said, to sum it up, he can't wait to beat this case and they stay charging Kodak with some bullshit. This is my perspective on that. Sometimes people need to go to jail to sober up. And I understand this lawyer has a father-son relationship with Kodak, and I'm not knocking that. And he is a lawyer. He's doing his job. But you know how sometimes parents let the police take the kid? Or teach him a lesson? The thing about jail is it sobers you up. And unless you have crazy access to mad shit. Depends on where you go, really.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see Kodak overdose. And I've had this same viewpoint with multiple videos that I've covered. I don't care if it's the Island Boys, I don't care who it is, what they've done that I disagree with. Finding sobriety is key in this situation. Kodak is a talented rapper, hands down. Some people want to see his downfall, some people don't. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to see him go up.
See, I was like, bro, like, even that shit, like, nobody want to see him waking up and he can't wake up. Nigga just wake up and he can't wake up. Like, that'll really fuck up the hip hop scene in the whole, folks. Yeah, the sober him a little bit, yeah. I get that part, but we don't even really know what he's doing for real. When Boosie was going ham on him and shit at that time, so you need to stop doing that crack, bro. Like, I'm doing like crack. That nigga doing crack, fuck. That's bottle to the. Like, how low you gonna go, folks? Like, shit. That white girl? She got in love with a cold.
Oh, like a Jimi Hendrix or any superstar that's overdosed and it's cost them their career. Everyone sees the signs and can see how dangerous this is. People have seen him performing and looking like he's gone. And, you know, he did a stream with Kai Cenat, threw something up, popped it. Nobody wants to see Kodak go out that way. Nobody wants to see a person go out that way. I hope somehow he's able to find sobriety, enter a program, do something in which he can get away from this drug use. Because at the end of the day, even if it's you know, like, bro, your entourage around you, these dudes that are around you, you got bags of this shit, they're not trying to get caught up with that. You know what I mean? And it's you that's primarily wanting to use the shit, from what we can tell. We know you want some drugs. You know what I mean? Everyone knows that. And I'm not gonna down him.
I feel like for them, like, the police, his lawyer and shit like that, just put him on a little drug test, you know what I'm saying? Some type of program, you know what I'm saying? And to let him do a little bit of time, you feel me? Like, nobody want to do time at all, you know? Especially if you ain't got to, but, you feel me? Niggas don't know how niggas really go through when they in the industry and shit. Niggas probably done fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Gotta flip a few packs, you know what I'm saying? Just the ends by, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Shout out to Kodak though, man. You feel me? And free that nigga, man. Free Schmirk. And free my nigga, free my sisters, man. I'm out.